As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
And we're doing the same thing again. We're prophesying of Yahweh Shai, man, and his return and the deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies.
Yes, it says that we should be saved from our enemies, man. The enemies, Psalm 82, Psalm 83, tell you who are the enemies of the Most High, Yahweh Shai. Everyone but Israel. You can't go around it, man, because the Lord chooses us as his favorite people. And these nations know why we are a peculiar people. Our people don't know. You know? They know why we are special. That's the reason why when we're on the down low, it's a blessing for them. But funny thing is, when we're on the high, it's going to be a blessing for you. Once you follow the ways of Israel, man.
God.
Yeah?
Everyone that bless Israel is in David's seed. Abraham's seed. Is in the Israel bless and why Abraham's seed. These are that.
God. Says again. It says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
Which are the other nations, right? The scripture say, which nation have got of our riches, right? So it's not only Israel, it's all these other nations that robbed and spoil us.
God.
Right? Well, Israel is going to get a more drastic punishment, while the other nations are going to be punished and then return to them land and things. Right? But Israel is going to get it hard.
To perform the mercies promised to our fathers, to remember his holy covenant.
Right? The promise living your father made to us.
This is Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. It says, wait ye upon me, say the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Remember the scripture speak about 30. Elias boasting himself to be someone. You have it? Bring it out, man. Bring it out. Okay, finish up that and then give me that scripture there. Go on, read back again.
Zephaniah 3 verse 8. Say, therefore, wait ye upon me, say the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Yeah, because don't try ears above the Most High. You know how I know that is true. Even when my woman try ears above me in doing things, man, especially when me introduce certain things to her, say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, this is the plan, this is what we're going to do. And my wife are going to try, do it. Yo, but take that insulting and disrespectful, man. Take that being rude. Well, it's the same thing with the Most High, man. Don't take shit up. You come on the internet with AR-15 and post on Facebook. Like, you have niggas come up for Esau got the sword, so we have to tap into that spirit. What about tap into the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man? Yeah, Yahweh Shai is our blessing, man. Exactly. Why don't tap into that spirit, man? Because Esau is a carnal man. That's the reason why his birthright was switched to Jacob. Because he's carnal. We are the spiritual people, man. Why we can't just tap into our blessing the way we're supposed to tap into it? The Lord said, wait upon him, man, until he rise up to the prayer. All we got, all the job that the Lord said we're supposed to do is what? Prophesy, man. Now we're going to get up for your fucking march. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. What the fuck? The Lord never give us that to be a part of our job description. Prophesy, man. Prophesy. Yeah, go ahead.
Israel get a warning from the angel Uriel. You know, because we don't have it. Yes.
Did you?
No, so we have it too.
You have it? Yes, and the spirit, man. I just bring them up, man. Just bring them up.
Ezra 5 verse 44. Then answered he me and said, the creature may not ease above the maker.
Boom! Right and straight to the point, man. We are the creatures, man. Don't ease above the maker. You know what we're supposed to do? Constantly endure, man. Stay in the spirit. Because the reason why shit don't hit the fan yet is because we have more things to learn. We have more things to do. We have more things to go through. We have more prophesying to get done. So the more you do it, is the quicker it's gonna be done, man. So just continue. Don't take up no fucking rifle. I think you're gonna buy ammunition to save yourself. Not saying that according to where you live, according to what state, county, country, whatever, if there's a law that make provision for you to have a weapon, whether you're a businessman or whatever, and you have a weapon, I'm not saying that it's wicked, but when you have that weapon and think, you know, that weapon is going to be your deliverer or your savior, then that's where you're going off, man. That's where you're truly going off, because that weapon won't save you. None at all. None at all. And over the years, we should have been learned that already. We should have learned that a long time. Exactly. We should have learned that. See? But I will still have to come back and teach it again. And then the funny part of it is, okay, we all fell asleep. You have men out there that hear, but them still don't fucking believe, man. See? Them still don't believe because the Lord pour upon them a spirit of deep sleep, man. See, continue. In the other scripture?
You want to finish it? Yeah, I'm just finish it.
Yeah,
alright, cool. In Zephaniah 3 and verse 8 said, therefore wait ye upon me, say the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble a kingdom.
So the Lord have an agenda, man. This is what he is doing. As it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay. The wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High, man. These scriptures are here for a reason, man. See, and whenever you step out of line and think that you're smarter than what the Holy Scriptures are saying, then you're going to get fucked. Yeah, go ahead.
So to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
And you say all, and speaking about America, say all the earth shall be, speaking of that land mass, shall be devoured with the fire of his jealousy. And even in the Middle East, you're going to have fires all over, man, to cleanse the earth. You know? That is the mind of the Lord, man. Don't ears above your maker, as the scripture the brother just read, man. Don't try do things, you know, and try you get up, you start, your sister family come, you start braise chicken, you start plant food, you build a bunker where you start store, you start get carnal. See it? Yeah, you know, you forgot that it is the Most High is the one through his son that is bringing the judgment. That slip you. You understand? You forgot all of that just blow to your head because you see the whip. You not see the man who swing the whip. You see the whip. Remember the scripture said, Esau is the Most High swordman. We can bring it out, Psalm 30, verse 17.
For that I did the case, Israel would have stock up on food and never come out of
Egypt, exactly.
So they would have to starve, they would have to
see, don't try to hear about the maker, man. Work with the flow. Work with what the Lord is saying, man. Be humble, man.
And as the app say, no, the scriptures that things that are written of course, they were written for
learning. Exactly.
See? Because it never happened back then.
You can imagine
the peace ain't gonna happen now.
You can imagine
and the
Jacob and Moses.
The Lord are gonna see you, man.
Yeah, I remember the cucumber we used to eat in Egypt.
This is Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah, the wicked is Esau, Edom, and the so-called white man. The Lord says, deliver me from the wicked. This is David saying, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. So the wicked is the Lord's sword. Go ahead.
From men which are thy hand.
From men. Men is actually the Lord's hand. Yeah, go ahead.
O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life.
And by process of elimination, the men with the portion in this life are what? Edomites. You can't go around it, man. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the Wahlbergs, the DuPonts, the Gettys, you know, the Clintons, the Bushes. Them have them portion in this life. Even the regular so-called, yeah, that way, yeah. See, they are the wicked. They are the left hand of the Most High. No, the Heavenly Father have a right hand.
Privilege in our earth.
Exactly. The Heavenly Father have a right hand. See, remember the scripture, I said, the Lord hand is not short that he cannot save. You have it? See, you can bring it out, then we go feed us, or
Isaiah 59 verse 1, it said, behold, the Lord's hand is not short,
that it cannot save.
The Lord's hand is not short that it cannot save. Because the Lord, who sat on the right hand of the Most High, man? Yahweh Shai. Yeah? And he's a savior, he's a deliverer. That's what Yahweh Shai means. He deliver. He deliverer. He is a deliverer. Yeah? He is going to deliver the sins, the sons of Israel from the land of their captivity. Any other way, you're going to get fucked. See it? And, but the good thing about it is, the Heavenly Father bless a certain men to actually see that, man. See, because when you look through the eyes of these men, you can see why them can't see it. Like, it look far-fetched to believe that the angel of the Lord, which they haven't seen an angel from birth, from them great-grandparents that haven't seen an angel or nothing like that. So it kind of sounds a bit far-fetched, you know, to the carnal man to say the angel of the Lord will protect you, you know, to believe that there's going to be a divine intervention, you know. The Lord of actually open your understanding and bless you with that spirit to actually accept that, man. See it? That's the reason why Scripture say faith is a gift, man. You believe that it's a gift. You never do nothing for that, you just get that, man.
Just to add what you were doing video when you were done in Jamaica, and where the brother said in an article, he said, yo, you know God can do it, but you now wait for God.
Yeah.
They say, God, because you now have time to wait for the Most High.
Okay, good. When Scripture says, wait here upon me till I rise up to the prayer. See?
To them that have lost patience.
Patience. Woe to them that have lost patience. Yeah, God.
We get
This Scripture, yeah.
Alright, so this is Acts 5, verse 35. And said unto them, which represent the million, ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. For behold, before these days rose up Peter, boasting himself to be somebody, whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught.
Yeah, because what my deal was an uprising, man. A carnal uprising.
Who knows they could have one around them thing, they just like how them have them guns.
Yeah, I have sword and thing. You know? Them actually mistake Paul to be a Egyptian with 400 men. You know? Same thing. Yo, think different. If we were like those men and teaching what we're teaching, Esau would run in on us a long time, man. Because if them send them police force against us now, you know what I'm going to check now? I'm going to check if a car license, if it register, or something to that effect.
Can hold up on charge.
Yeah, so obviously if we have any if more 5 ounces of ganja power, you know, or some knife or something like that. Yeah, but we don't walk with them something. Because we try to remain in the spirit. You understand? We try to be spiritual as much as possible. And being spiritual, we know, so look here. You can't do that and you can't get bite anytime. Scripture says, be circumspect, right?
Please, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Romans 1, 13 and verse 1. So let every soul be subjected unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of God.
Right, when the Apostle Paul write that, who was in power? The Romans, man.
So the
Now, the reason why you written that, and I forgot you, Salakia, is because these men, where we just read about, them believe to carnally take down Rome.
God.
No, Hannibal Barca would have taken down Rome, but it wasn't prophesied. Rome, the strength of Rome wasn't as great as Hannibal Barca army. It's just because if we take them whole terrain up in the mountains, now for the men died, man.
Ultimately, the Most High will, because the Most High prophesied that Rome will come to power. How should I take him down?
Exactly. So, you cannot take down this man. That's the reason why the Apostle Paul was saying here, let every soul be what? Subjected to the higher powers.
Yeah, we can read right now, Deuteronomy 28 chapter 68. They say no man shall buy you, you should go back to redeem.
No man on the face of the earth can grant you salvation.
Exactly.
You sold that to enemies on, and the precept read earlier, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, power of Israel. Him I will bring for the salvation.
And he pay for us with him blood.
Exactly,
so
man. That's why Esau get fucked, because the scripture says, he that stealeth a man, and if he be found in his hand, shall be put to death. So, oh, come on, man. The scriptures already set Esau up to get destroyed, man. What more we need? We don't to just teach the word and just follow the fucking ministry, man.
And we see my destroy himself call today. America versus Russia. Nuclear attack.
What the scripture say? The scripture said the Lord of mingle what? A perverse spirit in the midst thereof, man. He's not going to air it. Jump on Biden. He's not going to air it in every fucking work him do, man. So what more you need, man?
Left them alone.
Exactly.
Destroy them one
A kingdom divided by itself shall not stand, man.
Which even go back to him, the prophecy in Daniel. You know, say iron mixed with
mercury. It can't work. It can't work, man.
Just left them. There's the two men over there, so war two enemy them and you go join.
Join it, yeah.
Kill off them one either. And watch.
It's for there is no power but of God. So the powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resisted the ordinance of God.
Yeah, so it's not like them come and say, yo, eat pork, or may I kill you, or curse the Most High and his son. You know, if that was the option, then fuck you. Kill it. You understand? But come on, you don't need to go exercise the word showing that, oh, me have an AR-15, or me have a Bushmaster, or me have no. Exactly. That don't make no sense. Right now, they are the ones with empowerment. Allow Yahushua to take them down. Don't hear something about Jamaica, man. Go ahead.
So, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
And if you resist, you're gonna receive to yourself what? Damnation, man. Because if you come up against them, they're gonna bring all fucking hell against you. When you go in Genesis about Cain, what did Cain say to the Most High? He said, my punishment is too hard for me.
Right.
See, how the Most High say, oh, anybody will slay Cain, vengeance shall what? Taking upon him what? Sevenfold. So that's the reason why, if your accident, you remember there about 2 years ago, them no man, even the two fucking white bishop. And in them spirit, we just feel like some homosexual shit them that go on with. The whole fucking police force, actually my cousin arrest the youth. Yeah, the whole police force come turn down on the people and because guess what? You actually kill master. The Edomite lady will get killed at Mount Pleasant. Michael Sharp, Michael Sharp and some other top police come over to investigate the situation. The beach or some resort in Ocho-Rios. When the ski bike, Edomite was swimming on a ski bike, cut him, kill him. Burn ski bike because master died. But if it was a nigga, let's take him out of the water. Today, 2 more days time, ski bike out there again. Because it go back to the scriptures, man.
See?
Go ahead.
For the rulers, for rulers are not a terror to good works.
Yeah, rulers are not terror to good works, man. Because if you was doing what the scriptures been saying you're supposed to do, then you would never, they wouldn't have a problem towards you to some degree, if you understand what I mean. Yeah? Because if you was following the guidelines of the scriptures, and you wasn't out there, the scripture say agree with thine adversary quickly, right? No, you wouldn't be out there, I walk up and down, saying, with knife, a big knife in their waist, a show. And you know, then they get arrested, then they curse them out, say, oh, who know the goddamn devil. But if you don't follow these guidelines, man, you understand? Just be humble, man, and just go through life accordingly. Yeah? Go ahead.
So for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. I say, will thou then not be afraid of the power? So do that which is good, and that second thou shall have praise of the same.
Yeah. So if you do which is good, what is good? The law, man, the work of the Most High, the whole scriptures, man. If you do that which is good, you have praise of the same. When you are smart in the scriptures, man, you can slither amongst Edomite and them can't even study you, man. You know, we can see that.
Make even him at peace with
A peace, you know, exactly. And don't just say, if possible, live peaceful with all men. How can you do that? With the scriptures, man. You know? Go ahead, huh?
This is Isaiah 59, verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
You never said the Spirit of the Lord I will give him elect machine guns with AR-15 and how we call it? Matic, because it's a 2 Matic and 2 rifle. If you have every household, if once you reach of age, you're supposed to have 2 Matic and 2 rifle to make sense you can defend yourself. So follow what some videos of either might say, you're supposed to stack up on guns and bullets. So that never save you, man. The scripture says when the enemy rush in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will raise up a standard against him, which we believe that's spiritual power. God.
This man been warring since
I'm getting the kingdom.
His kingdom, this man never ceased from warring.
Yeah, build up on blood.
This man not cease from this man always right now, right at this minute, this man have war going on the planet. This man is well seasoned. You know what I mean? Whether it want to be biological, chemical, you know what I mean, or any form of armaments, man. You can't take on this man with no form of armaments, man. You know what I mean? It's virtually impossible, man. Yeah? And what the Lord is going to do, the Lord is going to show, you know what I mean, for his power versus what the so-called white man power is. You know what I mean? Hey, what is a gun, man? Yeah? Because when the Lord gives that power, you know, we're going to make gun melt. Them on, man.
Near go so when
fire bullets and the bullets go and turn and come back to them, man.
Yeah, God.
You know, that's the power of the Lord, man. You know, measly weapon, man.
I think I remember that when Brooklyn Jam, big brother from Christian Fire, when he come in Israel, they want the fire Israel, the angels come down and east, the angels come down and east.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Don't believe in that. And the same thing catch Eliadoros when they beat him in the Maccabee and threw him in a bin. And beat him and threw him in a bin. I told them. The one and the next one. I'm throwing him in a litter.
This man have direct energy weapon, yo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh, yeah. And the same thing you have to mention to them.
The man have direct energy weapon. The man can point something on you and you just feel disoriented. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just point something on you and you just get like you get insane, man.
Exactly.
Man have weaponry like that, you know. When we was all like Iraq, man.
Yeah, but you want to fight against him carnally with the sword.
You know what I mean? Man have weaponry feel like you're burning inside, like you're a cook.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Active,
they call it active denial system.
But you want to fight him carnally.
One weapon they call active denial system, man. A nigga don't research to see what the so-called white man have. And the thing is, you're gonna pick up, alright. A nigga don't know the art of war.
Never.
You cannot war against a man. We're totally dependent on food. Any resources. Bullets, as the brother said. You need bullets. You know what I mean? As a star fight for a week, you shot them, run out. Where you get them back from? Yeah? Because every war that takes place on the planet, you have one side of a proxy basically. There are proxy wars which major powers support each side of the war. So the bullets we fight in the war come from major powers, man. America backing its side, and them supply them with arms and bullets.
And Russia out back inside.
And Russia supply its side with arms and bullets. Because your bullet run out in the space of a week, man. You know what I mean? A nigga right now not have bullets for last him for 2 days or a day. Because he's not shoot out, a nigga run out a shot already. A man a good have 5 shots in him gun. And feel like him ready.
I don't have money to buy a couple box of shots, man. You have to spend 13,000 for your box of shots.
Look, man, not care how much you buy. You know what I mean? Not care how much you buy. In a real war scenario, a real scenario when you're actually going at war, man, you need more than 10 bucks a shot, man.
Yeah, 10 bucks a shot, a little bit. Because if you boss a machine gun, man, that 10 bucks a shot,
brother,
no time.
Brother, I watch one documentary with the American soldier them. When they drop them on one spot, forgot the spot
Vietnam,
name.
in Vietnam.
No, Vietnam.
Yeah,
them
Vietnam.
drop them on one spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Vietnamese army surround them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they run out of bullets, man.
They must shoot all them
And them
one
they're soldier.
Yeah.
We go out on the field, fully prepared, man, for battle, man, and them run out of bullets, man. You know what I mean? And the Vietnamese keep on sending more and more. Over 2,000. Over 2,000 of them. You know what I mean? Surround the Americans, them, man.
Use up the watchman trailer and supply bullets. That's a supply bullets.
You know what I mean? So, hey, look, man. Hey, real war scenario, you have to resupply. You know what I mean? Continuously, man.
Reason?
Yeah.
This is Genesis 27 verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, as thou but one blessings my father,
Right.
bless me even me also, O father.
Right.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven above. Right? And by the sword shall thou live, and by thy sword.
This man live by his sword. Look, man, the brother Rockwell come do a real war video live today. You know what I mean? And the brother going on it, the brother sure say, yo, this man weaponize everything, man.
Yeah, the man weapon use the harp.
You know what I mean? Science and technology. You know what I mean? The man turn whatsoever development happen in science into a weapon, man. This man is about weaponry, man. The brother show you from World War I. The man them going to World War I riding on horses and left on plane, man. The way man develop weapon just to fight in the war, man. Kill much a million, man. This man is about creating weapon to create destruction, man. He's a man about destruction, man.
Can you imagine that? He ride in on
You know what I mean?
and leave on plane.
Yeah.
That means that no time a man a fly a plane
Yo,
pick and fall.
yo, the man that built some tank and some something, he said, yo, the man dead in the machine gonna tear the man out, you know?
Yeah.
Man dead in the war, they like foolishness, you know, brother.
They said that's why them call it the Great War, man.
When they come in the Gatling gun, and they just come in
To come kill the natives,
the
man.
natives, man.
Brother, this man is about war. You see me? Right now, this man have proxy wars on the planet going on, man. You know what I mean? All different type of weaponry. A ship weaponry in different countries. Spark conflict. For benefit, man. Every conflict on the planet have something to do with the so-called white man, yeah? Every conflict, man. You know what I mean? If you're going to Africa, you know what I mean? Whether you want to be a Boko Haram or whatsoever, you have the so-called white man supplying them with arms. You know what I mean? They suit them own wicked ass benefit, man. You have some resources. Alright, anyway, you see conflict break out, some resources or something to them, man. Whether you want to be oil or mineral or something, man. You see war break out. Some
regime change.
Yeah, some war break out with some terrorists and terrorists that giving the so-called white man excuse for moving, man.
Right now, if I'm Antonio, let's say, Isle over Navy Island, I'll want to say, Master, come take it. I'm not going to war against it.
You know what I mean? This man victimize everybody and play like him as the victim, man, and justify himself to battle with everybody else, man.
I appreciate your point, Deuteronomy 28 verse 48. So therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord hath sent against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
And you better believe that curse, you know.
Yeah, literally.
You better believe that, because guess what? If it be the case right now, if you go at this man, you're gonna die of starvation, man.
Yep.
Yes. You don't have the means that we should have. You don't have an independent source of food, man.
Chapan, what the English brother said, you're talking fuck, man. I got fucking acres of banana.
Yeah.
I always give banana to people.
Brother, I told them here about the corn thing on the radio again. You know what I mean? And one of the farmers said, it's hard to find the local corn. But nobody, majority of the corn plant in Jamaica is this imported corn we have burned up before it produced corn, man. And that's my talk about on the radio from what you know. So the corn will come to Jamaica, you know what the farmers them buy and plant, the corn crop now come them burn up. Because I see where they in the world see and corn them burn up. I mean I tell him I say I see something. I said no brother, this is go on island white. You see me?
Me have the organic seed. Me have couple
You know what I mean?
seed.
Because the so-called white man
They cannot-
have a
cannot-
monopoly
cannot-
on the seeds, man.
Oh, you.
You have a monopoly on the seeds, so even your little farming where you do, brother, the man can just, look man, the man can just spray, you stop playing and spray something and everything dead. Release some insect, totally decimate the crap, man.
A wildfly kill everything.
Yo, this man warfare go way beyond guns, man. Way beyond guns, man. You know what I mean? All these type of insects will come and destroy crops. This man really, even though the Lord himself put it in him to do it, man. You know what I mean? But this man of every farmer strategy when you think about warfare, man. The man plays psychological warfare, the man use biological weapon, the man use chemical weapon, you know what I mean? The man use pests and parasite. You know what I mean? Yo, this man use everything for war with, brother.
All a woman.
You know? Yes. He use a nigga woman for war against you know, nigga. You know what I mean?
You remember with the coconut? The coconut.
Yeah. Poison the coconut. You have a lethal yellowing. Destroy the orange them and them thing. Hey, this man, you think this, hey, you nigga don't know who you're dealing with, man. The scripture says this man is the son of perdition, man. The son of destruction. You know what I mean? The reason why niggas shooting niggas in the street right now, you know, it's because of him. But a greater level is because of the curse of the Most High. But hey, this is the way of the Most High do it, man. Through the devil, man, which is the whip. So-called white man, him is the whip, man. You know what I mean? And the Most High will it, and there's no way you niggas can escape that. You know what I mean? The Assyrian, brother. Give me the Assyrian.
I spirit, let me go for man. Yeah, Isaiah 10, verse 5. He says, O Assyrian,
right,
the rod of mine anger,
right,
and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Right, so whatsoever the so-called white man use against you people, you know what I mean? Whatsoever weaponry him use, yeah, whatsoever weaponry him use against you niggers is the staff of the Most High's anger, man. So the Most High is the one who wielding it. You know what I mean? You can't escape it. You can't escape it. Right, hey, the way this man have bring about in New World Order, the man have everything, every end cover, man. The man have every end cover apart from the prophets.
Yeah, scripture says that religion, sir.
Every end cover the man have, man. If you feel like I can't run that bush and them thing there, the man have a beat you at that. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, him have every angle covered, man. You know what I mean?
He says
the only Lord can make an escape. This man in a way plan for the right now. You know what I mean?
Verse 6, I will send him against an hypocritical nation,
right,
and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge,
right,
to take the spoil and to take the prey,
right,
and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Right. Right, and look, man. You think that so-called white man take nothing yet? You know, in this disaster, you know, everything is going to be taken from you, man. Everything. Everything. You know what I mean? You have a certain type of luxury right now. You know, you have electricity, you have water coming out the pipe. You know what I mean? Your food, your supermarket, and all that. Look, man, all them things that are gone, man. Everything will get taken, man. More than when him take already, him going to take that. Because under the emergency powers, everything will get seized, man. Emergency powers, all these things will get seized, man. Your own government will come take shit out of your house. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's where we're headed.
Hey, I'm going to go closer to the tree. To the tree.
You know why? I think I believe that this was a co-opted idea. You know? The whole thing what basically take place right now. See? Yeah? The whole thing what take place right now, like it all come back round to normal. This man now spend much money, tell the lies that I tell. You know what I mean? In order not to get his plan through, man. And the plan is to get you people under one system where basically have total control over everything, man. You know what I mean? Total control, man. When I mean like partially. Me like being like God, man. That's what the man aim is. And him now, him look about it. He might pull every stop to get it, man. Yeah? One brother.
Psalms 10, verse 8. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages,
Right.
in the secret places that he murder the innocent.
Right, so hey, look. This man has some sinister plans, man. Very sinister, man.
Evil, wicked.
You know what I mean? Yeah, look up.
He says, his eyes are privily set against the poor.
Right, privately. This man murder you. He murder you in the pharmaceutical drugs.
Their food.
You know? He murder on a
media.
psychological level. You know what I mean? Because the Negro woman out here, the amount of abortion she come to, so-called white man fuck up your meds. You know, kill your offspring, man. To kill your offspring, man. You know, you have things like Planned Parenthood and all them things. He's making it across the world, basically with ships, doing abortions, man.
Exactly. Just to kill Jake.
You know what I mean?
Just to kill Jake.
Telling that the world is overpopulated and all them shit. So secretively, you know what I mean? This man destroy you as a people, man. You know what I mean? Hey, have you in these religions? You know?
Destroy you again.
Give him the
Lead way.
lead way to put real earth to you, man, because he know that the Lord basically is gonna give him the guide to fuck your ass up.
Yeah.
You know them fool religion where you don't partake in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
When him not consider people after him though. He says, he led in way secretly
Right.
as a lion in his den.
Right.
He led in way to catch the poor.
Right.
He doth catch the poor when he drive him into his net.
The trap, man. Go on, brother.
This is the word sinister
Right.
from the Merriam website. It says singularly evil are productive of evil.
Right.
Productive of evil.
Yes, man, have an evil plan, man. A sinister plan. Yeah? So the whole COVID thing set up as a trap, man. Right now, look, man, it now come out to what you people expect it to come out to be. You know what I mean? There's an agenda. You know what I mean? And he's carrying out the agenda right before your eyes, man. And trust me, at the end of the day, at the end of this thing, you're not going to like the result. You know, if people asking me, what we think about the vaccine, because them not take the vaccine and them worried.